we assure that we will be safe, secure, and a role example for various countries across. In fact, the drills and exercises that we conduct was another example taken up by the World Economic Forum.
Hello and welcome to an exclusive interview by AT Edge Insights. I am your host Ritika Singh, and in this episode we will delve into leadership, strategy and innovation. Joining me today is Dr. Sanjay Bahl, Director General CERT-In. So my first question to you is, what prompted the need of a digital threat report in 2024?
To be honest, we want to be very clear that we do listen to the industry, and the industry was wanting something which will help them going forward to how do you protect them, how should they protect themselves. And they wanted to understand some trends, etc., based on sort of incidents which are handled. And so we decided that there are incidents which are handled by CERT-In, CERT-In, as well as by CISA. So why not look at some of the things specifically for the BFSI sector, and then provide the trends which are happening, the tactics, techniques and procedures which are being adopted by the malicious actors, and how should organizations and entities safeguard themselves for current challenges as well as what may come in the future. So that's what this report is all about.
How will CISA in future help plan a robust cyber-secure nation? As in like the partnership between the CISA and the government?
Yeah, I think so. CISA has its own mandate, and they are carrying out various forensic activities in the payment industry, etc. And while CERT-In and CERT-In look at it from a much larger perspective. So that's how we look at how this is a complementary activity and take it forward.
What role can public and private partnerships play in?
I think this is one of the unique cases which you are seeing that we produced a report together, a research report. Also, if you've seen our Cyber Surakshit Kendra, where we are covering 98% of the digital population of this country and providing them a threat report in terms of bots and malware that might be there on their digital devices, in addition to providing free tools to download and clean up. This is a unique case where you won't find this anywhere else in the world, and this was also covered this year by the World Economic Forum as a classic case of public-private partnership just before Davos. So I think the scale is mind-boggling when you are saying 98% of the digital population of this country and providing free tools. No one pays anything. It's a free service for the citizens. So I think we have multiple such cases. If you've seen some of the guidelines we published, some of the white papers we published, some of the reports we published on our website, there are cases with MasterCard on API security. There's on smart cities along with Kaspersky. This is a report by CISA. There's AI report on risk, etc., with ANSI of France. So, there are multiple such cases where public-private partnerships is what we have embarked on and engaged in and provided the best for the country.
How will a robust cybersecurity and fintech sector help us achieve Viksit Bharat 2047 goals?
I think it's extremely critical because the financial security is one of the most critical aspects for the country. And you cannot achieve financial security without cybersecurity, because today you've gone digital completely. And you have seen that India is a leader in UPI, digital and the DPI, etc., digital public infrastructure. So in such cases, there are many more innovations which are taking place, and fintech is leading the way for innovation, disruptions, etc., as I mentioned. And we need to make sure that all this is done in a safe, secure, trusted manner, so that we can achieve that goal which has been set by Honorable Prime Minister of Viksit Bharat for 2047. We have to take the right steps now and ensure that the roadmap is correct, and that is why certain proactive basis has ensured that there are auditors empaneled to conduct audits, to proactively inform the entities where their gaps are. we conduct cybersecurity drills and exercises to ensure that the entities are aware of what they need to do in terms of the latest threats which are there and how do they safeguard themselves. We provide them with cyber threat intelligence on a regular basis, sometimes maybe 3 times in a day, so that they are safeguarded. And then we also have the Cyber Surakshit Bharat, which I mentioned, where people are downloading free tools and protecting their digital devices. And we have the National Cyber Coordination Center, which looks at the macro level as to where some threats are emanating from, whether it is a sectoral impact they could have, or whether it's a regional impact, etc., and or whether it's just a localized impact, and then safeguard them accordingly. Apart from publishing advisories and white papers and best practices, apart from looking at 24 into 7, 365 days incidents and how do you contain them, etc., proactively mitigate them, whether it's on site or remotely. So there are multiple initiatives that the Indian Computer Emergency Response Team has embarked on, apart from giving directions based on what we see from incidents and all. So if all these are diligently followed by organizations, we are sure that we will be safe, secure, and a role example for various countries across. In fact, the drills and exercises that we conduct was another example taken up by the World Economic Forum just before Davos to illustrate how cooperative banks have been helped by CERT-In because they are always resource staff for cybersecurity. How we have helped build up their capabilities so that they are in a position to safeguard themselves. So I think these are great examples where India has come on the world stage with Cyber, with the cyber drills exercises which have been brought out by the World Economic Forum. So I think you should give us credit for doing these things quietly, but definitely.
So my next question to you is, what challenges did you come up with while bringing up such cyber resilient platforms?
You see, the challenges obviously are at multiple levels. Cybersecurity is all about 3 basic pillars: people, process, and technology. So you will have challenges at all the 3 levels. So when you're looking at technology, we are trying to look at what can be made in India products so that we are Atmanirbhar, and that basically comes from various startups. They are the innovators, they are the disruptors. We've looked at what gaps in processes, because those are designed and developed by people, and obviously sometimes there are some gaps because of the speed to market. And then you have issues and challenges from a people perspective. How do you build their capabilities? Well, you might have the best of technology, but if people do not know how to interpret the results, it is always a challenge. They do not know how to use, it's a challenge. If they do not know what processes to put in place, it's a challenge. So you will have challenges from all perspectives, and we've looked at all these challenges, accordingly helped, as I said, all these different initiatives which I talked about are towards those, helping them build those capabilities and going forward.
My last question to you is, what are some of the trends you see following up that is going to impact the cybersecurity and the fintech sector?
I think if you see very clearly what we've also mentioned in the report, there are going to be challenges with artificial intelligence coming in. There will be some challenges from a quantum perspective, quantum computing coming in. There will be some issues and challenges that we see from the hardware perspective. And obviously any new technology that comes in will also have. So while we are sitting in very exciting times, there are multiple opportunities to look at things proactively and take action, and that's what we've tried to bring out in this report. And I'm sure India, with the vast resource pool that it has and the intelligent resource pool that it has, we will be able to come out with very innovative and disruptive solutions so that we can safeguard everyone and go forward.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for joining us in this interview.
Thank you.
Thank you.